Hello, hello. It is truly an honor to be back here with another Venus message for you, Divine Feminine, sister friend, Earth Goddess. These are just words that are coming through right now, and we're going to go with it. I'm just going to dive right into the message. I said my prayers, as I always do prior, giving thanks for allowing myself to be the vessel that is receiving and relaying this message from the Divine Feminine Council of Venus. So I heard this yesterday evening before I started to get ready to go to bed, and I heard it again today, so I felt it in my spirit that it was meant to be recorded and shared with you, Divine Feminine, today. And what I heard was just very, very clear. You can have it all. Yes. And as I started to get ready this morning, showering and attending to my skincare, my hair, and all of that, my body, I began to receive that the rest of this message would come through as I started to allow my vessel to be used while recording. So I said, all right, I'm just going to get right into it. Because I always trust that. I always trust that. And that also let me know that this is going to be a very juicy, delicious message. The energy here, how it's going to feel for me while I'm channeling it, how it's going to feel for you while you're listening. It's activating this like juicy, I get this word of like seductive. It's very interesting, but it's in such a way that is divine. And that let me know too that there will very likely be some sort of a prediction that is in this message. It could be multiple, but I'm getting it especially as one for certain. So these are ready now. Let's see here. So you can have it all. You actually can have all that you have wanted and been envisioning. I'm getting something here. There's an instruction here. I'm also getting that this message will have instructions. So the instruction is for you, yes, to make a list. Write a list and don't hold back of all of the things that you want. I'm talking about materially, even if it is a person. I'm not talking about put that person's name or like anything like that. I'm literally talking about the kind of a person, right? If it's a man, a masculine, the qualities, about him, just write a list that is very specific of these items, these material things, okay? I'm seeing 10. For some of you, I'm seeing the number 6. So it could be from 6 to 10 items. And I'm also getting that they are pointing to this year. They're not pointing to 2 years from now or 5 years from now or something like that. I'm talking about from, the smallest to simplest of things to, you can say the most divine of things, like that man. But the simplest of things, for an example, I think but like it could just be something like this car that you really desire to have purchased for yourself, a new home, a new phone, just some, spa day, or like just the smallest of things also. But notice all of these things that I've named are, you could say, luxury items. There's just something about embracing that which you do genuinely and authentically desire for yourself, for your life, for your experience. And knowing that you actually really can have all of that this year, okay? It could happen after, but what's coming through is that this year you actually can have all of that. And so the first card here is the Fool. And the reason I said yes when it came out was because I was talking about making this list, right? And it's because here it says the Virgin. It's you are complete in yourself. There's something here about innocence, and it does say innocence at the bottom. There's something about innocence, and like when you are in this energy of, which is a part of, you know, being in your feminine energetic principle, embodying that, there's an energy or an aspect of innocence, and it's about the way in which you see yourself, the world, and therefore what's possible. There's something about, I'm hearing like the eyes of beauty, or beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There you go. There's something about the way in which you beautifully view the world, what's possible, your life, what's possible for your life as your life. And it's also about, again, we've talked about this in the past two messages, that when you have all of your inner resources in harmony, so you're connected to your heart space, you're processing and integrating and applying, you know, the wisdom from processing your emotions, the emotional cycle, and as well as having this discernment, right, that balance of that feminine and inner masculine, on how to act going forward. So there's something about when you've got these inner resources in harmony that you can manifest what you do desire, not just what you need, but what you want from the world. And actually, you do need these things because they're doing something for you in terms of, again, that beauty in your eyes, the eyes of beauty. It's doing something for you in which how you see yourself and the world when you are surrounded by that which is luxury to you. It's doing something also in your creative capacity, I'm hearing. It does something in you know, this increasing and expanding your creative capacity and your creative clarity when you are surrounded by beautiful things. It doesn't matter if you just got these things, purchased them, you know, for yourself. Many of these things may be gifted to you, okay? So you can actually have it all, and you should. I'm just going to be bold and say it. And you should, because it's doing something for you in your creative capacity, which is then going to, like waves, a ripple effect, a domino effect, benefit the rest of the collective because of what it is that you create. Or those aligned customers, clients, you know, the people that are aligned with you, and what offerings you put out for them to receive. So you can and you should have it all. Now, there's also something coming through, and it does say honor here, of course. This is the Strength card. There's something coming through about, this is a way to honor also your feminine energy. I keep getting something about Taurus, and we've said this in the last videos, I think, as well. But this is Taurus season. This is a Venetian season. This is the sign, the archetype Taurus of comfort, of luxury, of beauty, of receiving, of worth, and value, and in your body and how you value yourself, but also the material and how safe you feel to receive, okay, in the material, and assure and have this conviction that you are worthy of what it is that you materially value. So there's something about when you do this, you're honoring, I'm hearing your life force. I just heard life force. Oh my gosh. Yes, it says life force. Okay. You're honoring your life force. And like I said, that's your creative energy and capacity. And so that's your feminine energy, your feminine power. And when you're doing that, owning what it is and that which you desire in the material. Okay, this is coming through now. Let me get really, really clear with this. This channel, this is powerful. Okay, so I'm gonna do my very best to describe this, what I just heard. When you're doing that, when you're honoring your feminine here by that which you desire, unapologetically desire, without shame, without guilt, you are contributing to the life force of the universe, of the collective, of humanity, of the earth. It's like you're able to pour more into that which is meant to be in abundance here on this earth and for and throughout humanity. So again, it's connected to your creative capacity. It's powerful, the way in which you're able to create and birth things when you have beauty and luxury, what is luxurious to you, around you and available to you. It's like doing something so much more than just benefiting you, really, is what this is. You're contributing to something so much greater. Yeah, the Hierophant here, it's like this, it's a higher knowledge, it's universal wisdom, it's magic, but it's touching. And this is Taurus energy here, by the way, too. It says Taurus. It's touching the universe. Okay, it sounds maybe a little wooey, but it's just the way it's coming through. It's like what it is that you create, what it is that you receive and experience pleasure, which is also what Taurus energy is about. It's pleasure from the material. It's pleasure from the physical beauty, from that which is tangible, being actualized. And it's just serving something so far beyond you and your own life and experience. It's even serving something far beyond this earth, the 3D, all right? Yeah. We have the Magician here. This is magical. It's touching the universe. I'm telling you, I don't know how else to name that or to say that, but this is when you embrace embodying your magic in its fullness, your feminine magic and power. It's touching everything. I'm seeing the word everything here, and she is everything, it says. And it is touching everything. So I'm getting with Mercury here also, one of your tools as the Magician, this mistress of magic, Isis, is writing. I just heard the word scribing. That's very interesting. For some of you, you may be, have different methods, modalities, approaches in terms of scribing here. All right. But for some of you, it could be, as the scribe, like keeper, I'm hearing keeper of records. Very interesting. So it has to do with words, all right? Again, writing that list. It's in your writing. Now we do have the Lovers at the bottom here. I was talking about, you know, a desire for a man and writing that down as one of the more divine, you know, desires on your list for this year. But there's something about you receiving, being open to receive, okay? That's coming through very strongly right now. It could be being open to receive from this lover, from this man, okay? And you may not know exactly the way in which how you will receive or how he wants to give to you. I just put the deck, you guys, and the Empress. Yeah, there's something coming through strongly about receiving. So it could also be, what I'm getting here is that if it is that you are desiring a man, a partner, I'm hearing marriage for some, to be engaged by the end of the year. That just came through right now, okay? I don't know who that's for. It could be one person in particular, multiple of you, but that's what I just heard. And it's like, if that is, even if it's not marriage or the engagement, but it is the partner with the man, the masculine, something that you want, that's more on that higher end of the spectrum of your desires. I don't know why I just heard make it number 10. So those of you who are writing that list of 10 things, make it number 10. I don't know. Maybe there will be more clarity that comes with that, but I just heard make it number 10. And because it's grand, like that's what I'm getting. And the other things that are the simpler, write them at the top of your list. Start with those. I don't know why I just heard a bracelet. Someone could be wanting a particular kind of a bracelet that is very high quality in value, okay? I'm seeing like gold. It's a gold bracelet. It could be this, it has like, I'm seeing two different ones, okay? So there could be that you want these two, or there's one of you here who wants one and someone else who wants this other one. But I don't even know what these bracelets are called, but I'm seeing this bracelet and has like these charms coming off of it. So it's like a one with these dangly charms, and it's gold. I just heard Louis Vuitton. I don't even know if that's a real thing. If there is this gold Louis Vuitton charm bracelet, that's what I'm hearing. The other one is this, I don't know what it's called or who it's by, but it's this one that looks like a cuff, but it's like a thin band. You probably know what I'm talking about. And it's got these like circle things around it, like these little circles engraved around it. I don't know. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about if that's for you, but there's something about that. So like those things are, divine is coming through, God is coming through, Venus is coming through, and considering that even if it's expensive, right? Quote unquote. That spirit, God, divine, Venus is saying it's actually not expensive, because spirit sees it in a different way than we do here on this earth, all right, in terms of what things cost a lot or are expensive. It's about the energy exchange. It's not about the money itself. And like I said, many of these things could be gifted. So write them at the top of your list because those are simple. And if you want that man, that partner, be specific about him also, but make it number 10. Oh my gosh. I can't make this up, you guys. We have the King of Wands. I knew this card was coming out. There's a man here, I'm telling you. He could be a fire sign, or he could just be the embodiment of this energy. I'm hearing the sign of Leo. I'm hearing Leo, okay? It could be that he embodies the energy, the evolved energy and archetype of Leo, which is very much a man who is a leader. He's what I call in my astrology course, when I talk about this sign and this archetypal energy here, the sovereign king. It's someone who makes decisions with discernment that are rooted still from the heart space. Yeah, Queen of Cups at the bottom. There's something about this man having the capacity to be emotionally stable and fill your cup emotionally. Yeah, oh my gosh, look at these cards, you guys. We have the Queen of Cups. That's you in your feminine energy, honey. She's the most feminine of all the queens. The Cups, because Cups is water and it's connected to the heart, the emotions. And she's very receptive. King, interesting. Knight of Wands. Again, this Leo energy with the lion here. Someone who's taking action, all right, toward you, not afraid to. I'm hearing a clear yes, okay, about you. They're very clear about you with their words, how they speak. They have discernment and they're an honest person in terms of what they want going forward and the path that they're currently on, where they're currently at, what they're seeking, what they're desiring, where they're desiring to go towards, for their future. They're going to be very, very clear with that about you, what it is that they're building. All right? The seeds they're planting and watering for the long term, I'm hearing here. This is happening this year. This sounds like husband material to me. This could be the man you get engaged to by the end of the year. Those who resonate with that as their desire. Two of Swords is coming out. Okay, what's coming through, this was coming through earlier when I first mentioned the man. Now it's coming out in the cards, is that you could be experiencing like being in your mind with the swords here. The swords, it's always the mind and the words, communication. But you're like kind of this, like blindfolded. Emotionally, mentally, and like here in the physical. When it comes to your clarity on how this person, this man is going to come into your life. All right, or how you're going to, I'm hearing for some of you, I'm hearing the word sensible. So you want to be sensible, okay, that's what's coming through. And be the woman, okay, this is coming through so fast, slow down, slow it down. I just heard the song Man I Need by Olivia Dean, like I just heard that line, come be the man I need. But I'm hearing it as like, you're like, who is the man? Not sure. But I'm also hearing it as like, you want to be sensible and be the woman that this man needs. Because it's like, you know that you have some ish, I almost said the S word, but that's how it's coming through. That you need to like grow past, evolve from and out of. So you're not even sure how to be the woman that this man needs. It's new to you. We have the Page of Wands and the Empress at the bottom here. So this is totally new to you. But you are being encouraged to go forward, press play, embark upon this by divine. We have the Hierophant again. I'm hearing divinely ordained, divinely approved, divinely sealed, like stamped. I'm seeing it. Yeah, judgment. Okay. It's just in your head, and that's really the obstacle to get past and get over. But I don't think that's new to you, that part. Okay. I don't want to make this reading about that, Spirit. But if you want me to say anything else about it, I will. But there's something more here. I can feel it. And by the way, one of the bracelet names is coming through, like this designer gold circle one. Is it Hermes? Is it this Hermes bracelet? That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah, I'm being guided back to that phrase that you can have it all. Three of Cups. For some of you, there's something here. I'm getting two messages. Let me see. Give me a second. Hold on here. Okay, I'm getting one really, really more strongly, so it could be that it's just the one actually. I think some of you do wish, because I thought this was one of the messages, to have and call in, write down more genuine connections with women, like-minded women, with this heart, capacity that you have in terms of loving, being receptive of one another, appreciative, encouraging, and collaborative. But I'm also getting that for some of you, it's more about, it could be particular connections with other women that they're not actually like-minded, and you know that. And you need to discern that. You need to be honest and discerning going forward, because these connections could be blocking you, keeping you from receiving that which you do desire. All that you can have. You need to be discerning and unapologetic actually in your truth about what you want for your legacy, for your wealth, for your family, for your life and lifestyle. You have to shift, change something here in your perspective and your approach when it comes to these connections. All right. Yeah, this is your masculine, your inner masculine with the Emperor protecting your inner feminine, which wants to receive, which is ready to receive all that you can have. But you have to be discerning here and take action with your inner masculine energy. It can be from a place of grace, it can still be, but you can't just let these kind of connections linger and think that you're going to receive with your feminine power all that you do desire, when you're not surrounding yourself with the right connections. They jeopardize that which you do really want, and your inner masculine is ready to act. And you know, discern and take action in releasing these kind of connections. And you will heal from this. You will be okay with the star here. All will be well. But you do have to do it. And you could be sitting on that right now with this 9 of Wands. All right? But you know your worth, your value, what it is that you envision, desire, and what divine has told you is a part of your spiritual inheritance and is ready to materialize here. So you've got to take a leap. Again, the Fool. And protect that for yourself. All right? One more here. Yeah, I feel like this is just affirming what I was just talking about with the 5 of Wands. This is very, I don't even know if this makes sense, but I'm hearing the phrase perpetual conflict. What does that even mean, God? What does that mean, Spirit? Perpetual? You know, sometimes I just don't know what some words mean, and I'm not going to pretend like I do. Perpetual conflict. I think you'll understand it if it's for you. I'm hearing like it's basically conflict that like it's on purpose, and it's persistent and consistent. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how it's coming through, okay? There's something about this being protected for you, though. All right, I'm not saying this as working together with other people, as this card sometimes represents. I'm hearing this is your guides. These are your guides, these are your ancestors. These are the ones, honey, the ones. And they are protecting that which all you can have, your wheel of fortune here, that's turning, wants to turn in your favor in the material. Okay? So you just have to take action now in terms of particular connections, relationships, and then taking that leap of faith, allowing yourself to receive when it comes to that masculine. And again, start simple, write a list. And I'm seeing to tell you, look at this. I craft my core desires with certainty and ease. There's something about don't write the list in red. It's okay if it's pink ink. I'm hearing pink, blue, and black. I'm also hearing and seeing purple. And look what I just split it to. There's purple. So you can write in those colors. Do not write in red. And be specific in naming particular things about the items. So like the gold Hermes bracelet, right? The 2026 Mercedes G-Wagon, you know, in matte black. Like, be specific in using your adjectives and adverbs. Oh This is wild. I knew this card would come out today. So you're being affirmed, I'm telling you, by your ancestors here with this message. I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors, your female ancestors in particular. I'm hearing a grandmother and I'm seeing aunts, okay? Really want this for you. They are urging you to get really bold in your feminine power. Again, with such a certainty, okay, about what you desire. And that it can come easily. It's not supposed to be a work hard, a struggle. That's why I said it's not necessarily for many of you, oh, I save up the money and I get this myself. Like, if it's easeful for it to be that way, sure. If it's not, if it feels chaotic, if it feels like a struggle, if you're feeling confused, you're probably not doing the things that you should be doing in order for you to actually receive those desires. It's supposed to feel easeful, which means that it's aligned with divine, it's aligned with God, okay? I meet resistance with kindness, yeah. And there's a butterfly on her back here because, and it's a full moon, if you notice too, there's an eclipse behind her. Because it's about letting go, actually, of what is hard. The work hard mentality, the struggle mentality, which is a form of resistance. That's a shadow aspect of you that you, I think, have gained some wisdom with the owl here from. You're aware. You need to integrate and apply that awareness and that wisdom, that medicine now that you've gained from looking at that aspect of yourself that had been resistant to the ease being possible for you in receiving what you desire. One more here to wrap up this message. Oh, you guys, the cards I'm seeing in my mind's eye keep coming out. Play is your pathway to joy. Again, I said there's something about innocence here at the very beginning, and it's this beauty being in the eye of the beholder. It's how you see the world, like this little girl here. Your inner, child, perhaps. And your desires, the world, what's possible. It's just also beautiful. And it's meant to be playful. It's meant to be more with ease. All right. So that is your message. Thank you for tuning in. And please check out the description box below to dive into my newest offering. It's so juicy and it's all about this. The Celestial Code is what it's called, masculine and feminine mastery in your love and career. It's talking about actually how to utilize your star codes, aka your personal astrological chart, and certain areas and aspects of it to master your feminine and masculine energetic principles to support you in aligning with and magnetizing the love and career life that you desire and that's destined for you according to the astrology. So check it out below and I'll see you in the next Venus message.